What's up, everybody? Sean Power here at the Hilson Studio, here to talk about the WA-8000. This mic is a true reproduction of probably the most iconic hip-hop and R&B microphone. The sound of the original was made famous in the 90s by artists like Dr. Dre, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, Eminem. I think you're going to love the way this thing sounds. Let's get right into it and see how it handles on vocals. I used a WA-412 mic preamp for all of these vocal sounds in a dry treated room.
Rick James with the braids, boy, I'm cold as ice. Money made with the soul, boy, I'm so precise. Never stray from the soul, never kill the vibes, right? I feel big, though. Let's take control of the crib, though, and let them know we with the big smoke. Head high when it gets low. The roads under the concrete, the dig grow, pouring out liquor.
We'll fight, we'll fight. When your arms go weak, I will hold them high. We'll fight.
The next singer had a natural mid-range to her vocals, so I used the tone button on the WA-412 to add a little more body to it.
Inside your boat, I'll keep hoping to pass it out too, and I'll keep trying and trying to get to you.
As you can hear, the tone on all these performances is super crisp, super clean. It's a great mic to choose if you want your vocal to stand out up front and have plenty of top end without being too harsh or sibilant. I went ahead and tried the mic out on acoustic guitar as well, to see if it would bring out that top end and also capture the body of an acoustic. One of the great things about this mic and a lot of other warm audio mics is that you have the ability to switch between polar patterns. This mic has the cardioid and omni modes, cardioid being more focused towards the front of the mic, and omni being more sensitive to sound coming from any direction around the mic. The microphone's about 2 feet away from the acoustic and set to the cardioid polar pattern. The room itself is about 20 by 20, so you can really hear the natural ambience getting picked up by the mic. Switching it to the Omni mode, you can hear even more of that ambience from the room getting into the signal. Now this is great for when you have a space where you actually want to be able to capture some of the sound of being in the space itself. If you have a space that you like the sound of where there's some natural reverberation, putting it into the Omni mode can get a little bit more of that natural ambience and make it feel like you're really there in the space with it. Next, we'll try the WA-8000 as a room mic for some drums. This is a great technique to be able to blend in some of the sound of the space that the drums are in to avoid having the drums sound super dry or disconnected from the rest of the music. It's also a nice way to add some space without having to use a reverb, which I'm sure everyone's experienced the struggle in trying to make the drums sound like they're coming from an actual room while feeding close mics into a reverb. This setup has a close mic on the kick, the snare, and the hi-hat, and we use the WA-8000 about 4 feet in front of the kit to pick up some of the ambience of the drum set in the room. And if you're anything like me, you're going to want to put a fair bit of compression on that room mic, and this is the sound you can get. You can hear it just brings up the natural ambience of the room and really puts the drums into the space. It's got a great rock sound, and it's the kind of thing you just can't fake with anything else. So talking about the mic itself, the interesting feature that I think you'll see right away is the heatsink on the back of it. It's got a tube right in the back, and this heatsink helps make sure that it carries heat away from the body of the mic and not have it get up into the capsule or cook the electronics. Besides that, it's actually fairly lightweight, fits really nicely into the provided shock mount. The shock mount itself is also fantastic. It's got notches on the hinge, so you can really make sure that the mic is going to stay where you put it. It comes with a large carrying case for the power supply, the mic, and the cabling. Of course, you've also got the 7-pin cable to plug the mic in, and the power supply with the accompanying power cable. Plug the power supply into the wall, and then just run the XLR into your preamp. You're good to go. Overall, this is a solid mic that Warm Audio's introduced. It's great on acoustic, drums, vocals. It would work great on anything else that you'd normally put a condenser mic in front of. Warm Audio is going to make all the audio that you heard in this video available in WAV format, so you can hear the full quality if you're curious to hear more. For more information, if you have any questions, head on over to warmaudio.com and reach out to them.